Mr. Bear.
Oh, a bear. Oh, okay, hunting a bear, and the bear's hunting her. That happens a lot with bears. You never know who's hunting who.
Come here, big boy.
Oh, he's coming at you. Do they scale fences? I don't know. Nope, looks like they don't. Good, okay, well this explains the fence that he built.
There's my pig. We're going for it, people.
Wild boar. All right, well, again, you're probably not gonna be hunting those. You're probably gonna be, eating fish, but holy crap, man, this guy's gonna have pork ribs for dinner. Hi, I'm Kinga Philipps. I'm a survival expert. I have a background in anthropology, and I love to be feral in the woods. I've had the pleasure of reacting to games for Experts React for the last 2 years. I've done several games, learned so much about the world of gaming that I didn't know, and hopefully brought some survival expertise to the games as well. The summary for Infected sounds like an after-school special of a bunch of friends going into the woods and then bad things happening. And I'm hearing there are zombie vampire hybrids, which would sound supernatural, but the last few years on planet Earth have also felt supernatural. So maybe this is just another pandemic. All right, here we go, surviving. It looks like our person, me apparently, is already gathering things here. That's great. Now, the first thing you want to do in a survival situation is you want to stop. You don't want to panic. You don't want to run screaming. You'll fall off a cliff into a river, get lost permanently. No panic. So you want to slow down, you want to take a look around, you want to assess your situation, you want to see what you have. I'm guessing this guy's been out here for a while because he's already made himself a fancy little hatchet, which is great. Tools are awesome. He's cutting down trees. So, you get out there, you are lost, and you really want to take a look at the necessities. So your necessities in a survival situation, in whatever order applies to your situation, are going to be water, shelter, fire, signaling, and then food. Now I put food last because you can go about 3 weeks without food. Don't even worry about it. So this guy look at this. He's already got spear tips. He's making himself a spear. That's great. That's gonna, potentially get you food if you're out there longer. It looks like he has been out here for a while since he's already built himself some fancy tools. Also will protect you from predators. I don't quite know what kind of an environment we're in right now, but it does look like a forest. So you've got some good options there. You've got timber, you've got fiber. You're gonna be able to find some food. He's breaking some rocks here, maybe going to make himself some more tools.
So let's go ahead. We cleared out an area.
I love it when they build these amazing shelters. Like, I'd be out there buried in leaves and this guy's like, welcome to my 4-story Taj Mahal. But the reality is that in a survival situation, when someone goes missing in the wilderness, 92% of people are found within 24 hours. The rest within 72 hours. There's about 1% that has to be out there for longer than a week. Building a structure like this is really fabulous if you're planning to move there, but realistically, you'll want to go with a really simple shelter like a lean-to or a debris hut that's going to keep you warm.
And we're going to make a campfire now right quick.
So he is making himself a fire. That's great. Fire is super important. You're going to be able to cook your food. You're going to be able to boil bandages if you're injured. For a hygiene perspective, you can boil your own clothing. You can boil water to purify it. It's going to keep away predators, and it's going to keep you happy in here, and that's huge. Here's the truth about starting fire in the wilderness. Carry extra lighters, carry extra matches, carry flint and steel, because all the really fancy ways of starting fires, the plow method, everything that you see the survivalists doing is nearly impossible unless you're really good at it. So you're not going to be like, I saw that on Gamology once, I'm going to get out there and light a fire. You're probably not.
I don't know where that pig is, but I'm gonna kill this pig. Where is he?
Now, hunting big animals is really not the ideal. Really, what you want to be doing is looking for fish to spear. That's your best source of protein. I know in these games, they're always out there hunting like bears. You probably don't need to do that. It'll probably kill you. Furthermore, you're going to expend more caloric energy than you're actually bringing in.
That'll be okay, I guess.
He is pretty set. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna chop down a couple trees, and here in a second, I'm gonna build myself a guest house for friends that wanna come over. If you're lost in the woods, you've hopefully brought something with you. I always tell people, even if you're going for a day hike, make sure that you have enough in your backpack that you could survive the night if you needed to. An emergency shelter like a bivvy, maybe an emergency blanket, extra water, a water filter, a couple of forms of matches. I see cattails there. Cattails are fantastic. You can also eat the young shoots. They are fantastic for fiber if you don't have rope.
We're gonna go to inventory. We're gonna run back to the campfire. Oh, the campfire's out?
So it looked like maybe he got himself some water. Dirty water, it says. Don't want to drink that. It's the last thing you want. So he's putting the dirty water in the bucket. He's gonna boil that for about 10 minutes. Look at this. I mean, this guy has got a pond right there. He picked a really great location for a shelter. So you wanna be close to water, but not too close. Like, definitely don't build it in an area that looks like it has a lot of runoff or a dry riverbed, because you never know if it's raining upstream. You might not even see the rain, but there could be a flash flood and you could get washed away. So you wanna be close to water so you have access. He's building steps. This is great. Wow, he's fancy. I do like this. He's homesteading.
There's my pig. We're going for it, people.
Wild boar. All right, well, again, you're probably not gonna be hunting those. You're probably gonna be, eating fish, but holy crap, man, this guy's gonna have pork ribs for dinner.
Harvest that boar.
Boar are really dangerous. You saw those tusks. You don't want to piss him off. If you stab at him with a spear and you don't kill him, he's probably going to take a stab at you with those tusks. But this guy took him out in one swing of the spear. Now he's going to have meat. You immediately want to gut that animal. You want to take out its intestines. If you know what you're doing, the heart and the liver are edible. If you don't, just toss it, because realistically, you're going to infect yourself with something that you don't want.
And right now, it doesn't look like you lose anything.
This is beautiful wherever he is. Lots of plant life there, probably some options of things to eat. With plants, I always tell people, if you don't 1000% know what it is for sure, 100%, cross your heart, hope to die, whatever, people say, don't eat it, because chances are that it could be poisonous and you might in fact die. Ooh, look at this. He's coming up on a structure. Friends or foes, who knows? This could be a potential place for him to stay if he didn't already have the Taj Mahal. So he's looking around, maybe seeing if there's someone living here who could guide him out or feed him a warm meal or that he could converse with. And there's a Vambies. So I heard about these guys. They're part vampire, part zombie. I can't say that I have a lot of survival experience fighting them, but from what I have seen in the world of Hollywood, you want to cut their heads off. He's not doing that. Maybe these guys are different. Who knows? No rules to zombie vampires. But yeah, you clearly don't want to get eaten, bitten, touched, bled on by these guys. And it's a real downer, when you're in the wilderness and you're trying to survive, there are definitely predators that you want to avoid. He's escaped the zombie vampires, and now he's back in his cabin. He's like, yeah, you fought off zombies. I'm gonna go build myself some stairs. That's what I do every time I successfully fight off zombie vampires. Oh, a rooftop deck. I mean, it is a really beautiful area. I can see why he would want to do that. Maybe he could put a hot tub up there. Beautiful terrain around him. Again, hopefully he's appreciating that. There are so many survival stories of people who unexpectedly survived. I say unexpectedly because often we picture like the ex-Navy SEAL. He's big and he's buff and he's the one that survives. Not always. So much of survival is up here, and sometimes it's the 90-year-old grandma who survives because she's got the most willpower to live. Dude's taking down another boar. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna have like a potluck barbecue, or maybe he's gonna bring potluck to the zombies. I don't know. The 2 boar, that's a lot of meat. So I'm guessing he is smoking that, sun drying it, preserving it in some way, because otherwise you'd be wasting a lot of meat. So he's building himself a stand there that he can dry some meat on, so that's great. Jerky's gonna be great. That kind of protein is fantastic for you. Breaking some rocks, maybe hoping to make himself some more tools, some spear tips, some knives for cutting. Again, I always carry multiple knives. I carry a switchblade and then I carry a fixed blade. The fixed blade is really good because it's less likely to break when you're using it for something intensive like sharpening a spear tip or carving something.
Here we go. There's the iron I needed.
Wow, look at that cabin. It's really coming together. He's even building himself a little stone fireplace there. So I wonder where we are. If this is Gatorland, maybe we could be in Florida, somewhere in the American Southwest or Southeast. I'll tell you this much. Hunting alligators for food is really ambitious, and I would even go as far as to say stupid. chances of them hunting you before you hunt them are really high, and their hide's real thick. I don't even know that your spear is going to do much, and you're expanding a lot of energy. Plus, you know, you have to leave your turf of comfort, land, and you've got to go find them in theirs, which is the water, and you are not going to out wrestle a gator, trust me. I would definitely go for fish, but it is good to know that alligators are there. You kind of want to take stock of the predators around you. This guy is very much determined to find himself a pair of alligator skin boots. Oh, that's a big one. That is a big alligator. So is he running away from it now? I would probably run away from it rather than towards it. But this guy's like, no, I need that purse, I need that belt, I need those boots, I want that gator. Once again, fires are a good thing for keeping those types of predators away. You don't want to mess with the apex predators in an area.
Oh no.
Heard him say, oh no. Yeah, I would definitely call this an oh no situation.
Oh God, there.
Look at that. With one jab of the spear, he took down an entire gator. If you take down an alligator, it is good meat. I've had it. Tastes like chicken, the other white meat, alligator. Once again, smorgasbord survival. You can utilize pretty much every part of that animal, including their skull. You could use that for capturing water. He's taking stock of what he has, looking at all the different types of food. He's got water, he's got a water bottle. That's great. If you have something that you can put water into, that's terrific. Oh wow, so now we are in a snowy environment. The water's not frozen. You don't have to go ice fishing necessarily. Looks like he's walking around in the water. Be careful of hypothermia. Hypothermia can honestly set in moments. So he's caught himself 2 fish. He's using a spear. My recommendation would be a 4-pronged spear. The idea behind that is that the water distorts what you're seeing. So you might think that you were stabbing at a fish, but you're gonna miss it by an inch. A 4-pronged spear is gonna minimize that. So even if you miss by an inch, hopefully you'll get it with the spear. So we got a tuna out of a pond. Looks like he's gonna fillet that up, hang it out to dry, to sun dry. That's a good way to preserve it. Fish jerky is gonna be great. Wonderful source of protein. He's hanging it up there on the hooks. This is terrific. He's gonna have to keep an eye on it. We don't know if these vampire zombies, Vambies, like fish jerky. We don't want them stealing our food, or if they just go for human brains like regular zombies. It's really hard to tell. He has his hearth there, built himself a table, roofside deck. Wow, look at this. We've got a corn plant. Looks like we have 2 watermelons. He's planted seeds.
There's a little tiny bit of water there.
This is nice. You got it going on. He's got a rooftop garden. So when he sits in the hot tub, he can just be like, oh, I just want a slice of watermelon. He's just got this really lovely spot here by a pond surrounded by trees. It's really nice. If there weren't zombies around, I would say, yes, please, is this place for sale? I'll buy it. Has a nice little rooftop area there. I'm guessing the fence is, ooh, there's a zombie. Is it going after that animal? Are we gonna learn that these vampire zombies like to eat goats? It looks like a goat.
Here. Come here, big boy.
Oh, he's coming at you. He's coming at you. Do they scale fences? I don't know. Nope, looks like they don't. Looks like they don't. Oh, good, okay. Well, this explains the fence that he built.
There we go. He was a Vambies slave.
Killed another vampire zombie. I'd have a really hard time sleeping here. I would just be real concerned about those vampire zombies. Wow is essentially called I live here now. Oh my gosh, like how long have you been here? 20 years? Is that a greenhouse? Where did you get the glass?
I did have to give it some water.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I am very impressed with this thriving here. Those are some perfectly cut planks. Guess you got a lot of time on your hands if you're out in the wilderness for the last 25 years. You got a wheelbarrow. This is outright a fort, but again, you know, there are vampire zombies around, so I guess a fort kind of makes sense. This is wheelbarrow, maybe for collecting wood, for collecting food. At this point, since you've been out here for a couple decades, you're pretty well versed in timber, in plants, and animals. You kind of know what's going on. You've clearly thrived there for quite some time. Apparently she needs to build more of that fancy deck that she had going on there. Okay, so we're smart, collecting wood, great, maybe for the fire. Keeping that signal fire going for the last 20 years, hoping that someone finally figures out that I'm there. Solar panels, Huh, did you whittle those?
So we gotta turn this copper in.
Oh, she's forging her own bricks. You can make mud bricks. This is pretty impressive. All right, so you can cook your food there, you can forge some bricks, make some pottery. This is incredibly impressive. I mean, some of these things have obviously been confiscated from elsewhere. She's got a full-on stove there. You didn't make that stove. Those are some really nice bricks. I would imagine those are confiscated as well. You probably didn't forge all those. But you know, who am I to judge? I've never survived in the wilderness for 25 years plus, so I wouldn't know. Maybe I would become an expert brick forger at that point. I suppose walls are a good thing to build when you know that there are zombies. Ooh, I see a zombie. I saw a zombie coming. Does she see a zombie coming?
We see you.
It looks like this home is built over the water. It's like an overwater bungalow. It's just like Bora Bora, but not. Maybe zombies don't swim. Again, not a zombie expert, definitely not a Vambies expert. Do they suck your blood and then eat your brains, or eat your brains and then suck your blood? I don't know. I have so many questions. I really do. I love that she has glass in the windows. That really puts a smile on my face. And the solar panels. You can't beat that in a survival situation. Way further of an advanced survivalist than I am. Again, I'm somewhere sitting in a pile of leaves trying to keep warm, shoving them in my shirt as like an extra layer for warmth, and these people are like, look at my palace. I've got a moat. I put crocodiles in it so no one can come over.
Mr. Bear.
Oh, a bear. Oh, okay, hunting a bear.
Hello, bear.
I probably wouldn't go there. Now she's hunting the bear, and the bear's hunting her. That happens a lot with bears. You never know who's hunting who.
That way I don't have to fight with getting it over. Where?
Oh, wow, with a spear, okay, aggressively shooting a bear. Took down the bear. Lots of bear meat there. Bear meat is good. That hide is gonna be real nice. Like if you've got this set up, you probably have a sewing machine somewhere and you can just make yourself a nice little outfit. Some skinny jeans made out of bear. Oh, glass corner wall. How are you making the glass? Can you teach me? Are you melting down sand? I don't know. I've never made glass in a survival situation. The good news about glass is that we as humans are pigs, so you can find trash everywhere. Trash, not a fan of it unless I'm in a survival situation. And then all that glass, that plastic, that rope, and you know, kitchen sinks that are getting tossed out, they are really gonna come in handy in any kind of a survival situation. But I am extremely impressed with these glass panels. I'm not gonna be shocked if she puts in some sliding doors. Maybe like French doors. I think that'd be nice in your survival house. This is a fun game, and I'm the first person to acknowledge this is gaming and it's fun, and I can't poo-poo it for lack of realism. I mean, look, we're fighting Vambies, vampire zombies, so already you have an element there that I've never seen before and don't want to see in a survival situation. The most realistic aspect of this game would have been the hatchet he had in the beginning. Tools are really great. And fishing, you know, fishing and gathering water. So for more videos on Gamology, head over to Facebook and YouTube. For more experts react, make sure you subscribe to Gamology. He's making jerky. I really hope he's not making jerky out of the zombies. Zombie jerky, not good. No, don't want that. Are you still there? I do the whole game. You're like, I lost you. I wasn't recording. But hey, you know what? I'm not judging. I'm just really impressed.